So welcome to the Training Academy here at E.ON. With regards to sustainable energy, we do EV, we do solar, air source heat pumps and the installation, so we do all of the training in and around here, and this is part of it as well. So what we can do is take a look and have a look around. You all right with that, guys?
Let's go for it.
Let's go. Cool.
My name is Jerger and I'm a motorsports engineer. I got into engineering because I really enjoyed spannering on my go-kart from literally the age of 12, just in the garage with my dad, and always just, how does that work? How does that work? And it just made me understand more about physics, and I really enjoyed physics at school and maths, and just working out how things worked all together as a system. That's where most of the learning happens, when you're in those environments and it's tough, those kind of real world scenarios that you face when you're in the workplace.
Okay guys, so what you can see here is the history of our meeting. So the evolution going from our old style of metering coming all the way through to the point where we now have our smart meters. And as you can see going through, one of the oldest ones, as you can see here, is from 1930 all the way to the modern day.
And why is it so key that this development is happening? Why is it so much better to have these new ones than these old ones?
So before, a lot of people, they wouldn't give us meter readings and stuff like that, so it'd be estimated. Okay, so now what's happening is with a smart meter, now it can be billed directly to the actual reading. So at least at that point, then the customer will be billed for exactly what they've used rather than an estimation. So it's not under and it's not over. We can go from there. So as you can see here, okay, this is one of our training rooms, but also it's an assessment room as well. So when we get to a point of where people need to be assessed for competence, and we can use this room and go through that procedure. So we can use EV if we need to. We can also do the installation with regards to electrical installation course for when they're going to become electricians and do that way as well. And also we can do it for traditional things as well, also for electrical metering as well.
Studying STEM subjects opens so many doors. So I did a degree in bioengineering, which I didn't end up being a doctor, which was why I chose the degree at the start. But you can just study so many different modules in that degree. And that's how I got into doing more physics, control and coding at university, which has just opened so many doors to even get into motorsport after studying bioengineering. So it's just, engineering is so broad and STEM is just so important for any aspect of it.
All of these tests are done off-grid, so none of these actually have electricity running.
So we can actually make them live in this environment, so all of this can be made live, so we can do it so it's like we actually are on site. So we're assessing competence from the point of view, actually, you've done your portfolio and now we want to see how you would do it if you was on site on your own and stuff like that.
And why is that so important to get these assessments done with all the academy people?
Oh, 100%. So what needs to be done is why we need to do it, because we're assessing for competence. The way I like to look at it is competent and confident. You're confident to do the job, and you're also competent with regard to the right skill set. You know when you need to ask for help at the right points, and you know what you need to do to finish the job and complete it well. And also, we want to be able to see you doing it live as well, so we know that you will be doing this in the field in this manner.
Engineering and STEM is quite a male-dominated sector, which I'm actively trying to change, as are so many of my female colleagues, and we just want to show that you're all welcome here. So engineering really is a sector where diversity is key to generating those amazing ideas, because if we're all the same, then the ideas wouldn't really happen. So it's really important that everyone feels welcome, and everywhere I've worked, they really are welcome, and actually that's how a team thrives. So you're a degree apprentice here at E.ON. What first sparked your interest in engineering?
I think I've always been interested, I was really good at maths and physics like at school, and I've always been interested in furthering that and going to something that I'm interested in, that I was good at, that I enjoyed. I've always also been a little creative, and so being just maths or just physics would have been boring for me, whereas this has got that design element, that interested side of it that really intrigued me and made me want to do engineering. Were you
I was
similar?
exactly the same, always like more maths and the numbery kind of physics, and no one really understood why I liked that, because everyone hates physics.
Everyone goes, why are you doing maths? It's so boring. I'm like, it's not.
I guess you have been here at Kingswinford doing some things. How was that experience?
Yeah, it's good to have like a practical side of things. I do the university study 1 day a week, and then a couple of times a year we go in. But it's so good to have an option, places like this where you can be in person and you can follow the wires. You can see exactly where you're going. Because for some people, it's so important to have that in-person learning. Like as good as it is reading and doing the maths and I enjoy all that side of things.
Doesn't quite sink in sometimes.
Sometimes you just need to go, oh, that's what that part is, or I get that.
The last piece of the puzzle for all of that theory.
It makes the theory practical. It makes it so you can, and then it's so good because this is the connection point to customers. Like once we've learned how to do rigging up electricals and learning that side of things, you're then now can interface with customers and learn their perspective and their side of things and help them learn.
What are the main skills you've learned on your course?
Problem solving, communication and teamwork, which are all skills that you can learn through the New Energy Academy. It's an education hub that's open to anyone to use those lesson plans and help develop skills for young people so that when they want to go into green careers, they already have a lot of the soft skills that you need to do that.
And that really specters around anyone. Anyone can pick that up, can't they?
Yeah, I think it's mainly aimed for schools, but yeah, it's for anyone that's a young person that wants to learn these skills to help them to get a career like engineering or anything else that's green.
They're just really good skills to have as well, just in any workplace to be honest, but especially engineering.
So I think we all, we strive for a greener future. Us in motorsport to find new technologies for the road and finding new ways to push that forward in a testing way, and the same for you. Like, we're all involved in a greener future world. Why is that important on your side to be in a role like this in a job that's pushing sustainability forward?
I think it's so important because you learn about in school, like I remember being sat in geography that's like, climate change is happening, what are we doing to change it? We're still burning fossil fuels, we're still doing this. But at E.ON it's like we are actually implementing solutions to stop that. We are making a change, we are doing the stuff that we need to be doing to help the future. All these changing from the more traditional heating systems into the heating networks or into the air source heat pumps, it's so important because even the little changes make a big difference. If we can get all across the country, it will make such a big difference. I
mean, engineering is always just innovating, isn't it? And you're just striving, whatever sector it is, whether it be motorsport, automotive, whatever technology, it is just trying to make that thing better, and that usually means more efficient.
And it's great that more racing series are going into more green skills and more electricity.
Yeah, for sure. And it's also about trying to find innovation in different places. Like if there is a technology that, let's say the fossil fuel, you can also make that more sustainable by pushing the reduction of usage of fuel. You can also get into electric racing, where you push the boundaries of the range and the output of power, and that, I just love the fact that we can speak about motorsport and homes, for example, and heating in the same room here together. And that's really what the innovation of the world with the green future does. We're all wanting that sustainable future together, and it's one planet. Whether that is motorsport racing, or a home, or whatever it can be, we're all sitting here pushing for something different. And that's thanks to engineering and things and people like you're doing together with E.ON.
So as you can see here, this is a replication of a property. Our technicians that are upskilling to become electricians, what they can now do is use this board. For example, we could fault finding, we can look at that, looking at EV, solar. Okay, we can install off here as well. Obviously install it, obviously going from the consumer unit, and also EV as well. We can do that as well.
It's amazing you can do all of that on this wall, and it's laid out so nicely.
It is, yeah, good. So what we like, because it's all together at this point, we can say, like I said, we could make it look independent with regard to like the bedroom, as you can see here, the kitchen. So if we can find anything, we can go through there, and obviously at that point, if there's any issues, we can obviously deal with them and address them.
Yeah, and I guess you want to replicate as much as possible what you can find out there in normal people's homes, wherever you are in the country.
100%, so at least this way. So as you can see, some of it looks a little bit older because this is what we're going to find on site. We're not always going to find a nice new shiny board. So what we want to do is be able to give them real practical scenarios as to what they're going to find when they're on site and things like that. And obviously things that may need to be looked at from an independent point of view, but we can do that all in-house. And also we can do the amendments if the customers needed to do so as well.
So the hands-on side of engineering is so important, and I've been really lucky to have my karting throughout my career, but some people don't have that. But it is really amazing to be at a place like this where you do have these physical things all around you to just get stuck in with. You've only really seen them in textbooks before, but when they're brought to life, the learning, it just accelerates so much quicker than it would without them.
So the next room we're going to go through to is going to have a look at some of the actual installations that we do with regards to, so there's a rig in here like you can see for solar and things like that. So with this, we've got the panels, we've also got a battery at the back here, so we can again replicate what we would do on site for our customers, and then the installation from there we can do.
All the sustainable net zero solutions, aren't they?
So they're all net zero solutions that we offer, yes, definitely. So from that point of view, so we're looking at making it more sustainable and a lot more greener.
A career in engineering is so rewarding because you're always working towards a goal, whether that be winning a race in a car. For me, that's always been the biggest motivator. But in any engineering sector, so E.ON just trying to be more green and achieving those goals, that that is the goal that motivates all of its engineers to be better and create all of these amazing products.
So another solution, like we said, we offer is the EV. Okay, so electrical vehicles we have here available, and obviously this is one of the solutions we can offer to our customers as well from one of our installers as well. They can do that. Yeah.
This gives me a bit of flashback. I've actually installed one of these myself together with E.ON Next, and it was an E.ON Driver. It was a great day out.
Yeah.
We went to a customer's home and did the whole installation, but also just reminds me of our race team, you know, electric vehicles racing across the world in different places, and you know, electric vehicles, a huge part of a sustainable future, isn't it?
100%, so yeah, definitely. So if we start here with customers, so this is something that's nice and easy to install for us, as you see it on site, so you've done it yourself, so you know what it takes for us to do this. It's been assessed, we can do it from that point, but also what customers can then see is a broader network of what we can offer them. Then at least we can go to solar, we can go to battery, air source heat pump. So this is a nice way to introduce ourselves to the customer, and they've got a point of view thinking, look, they've got something green in the property, they can just, anywhere from there is up, isn't it? So,
yeah, exactly.
A career in engineering is just always evolving. I don't expect to be doing the same thing that I'm doing today in 10 years' time, because we're always innovating. Everything is changing all the time. It's just exciting to see where we can take things literally within 5-10 years. Who knows what we're doing in 50 years.
So as you can see here, guys, obviously we've done T-levels. Okay, so we've done that with apprenticeships, looking at obviously people need to cover their 105 hours with employment, and just giving them practical skills when they come into the workforce, and understanding obviously hands-on things that we can do. And a lot of them have successfully gone on and got formed employment from what we've done with them here. So it's giving them the upskill and the actual step of what they need to go from there. So yeah. Yeah,
you don't want to feel stuck, do you? You don't want to be capped.
Well, that's the thing about it, because just like, you know, everything's always moving, isn't it? So, you know, at this point in 10 years' time, wherever we're going to be, you know, all we can do is keep on moving along, and obviously the training needs to move along with that as well. So we can't be held in one point. So what E.ON is trying to accomplish is making sure that we've got everything that we need under one roof and here, and making sure that obviously, like right now, with all the different things that we offer, we can also offer to T-levels, we can offer to apprenticeships, and we can also do it if people want to come in to train in-house with us as well.
The biggest piece of advice I give to someone just starting their career in engineering is to just get stuck in with whatever opportunity presents themselves to them, because engineering is that, really. A lot of the hands-on stuff, it needs all of the engineering fundamental knowledge. So what you get from your course, say, at uni or your A-levels, on its own is not enough. You need to know how to apply it, and textbooks, they just don't get you through everything. So if you can do Formula Student, or any of the other exciting opportunities that most unis have to offer, then don't turn them down, because that's how you learn the most.
So as you can see here, so we've got some model homes here, and these do actually work. So as you can see, we've got our solar, our EV, and then we've got air source heat pump. So again, this is about showing what we can do in properties.
And this is applicable in both new and old houses?
Yes, definitely. So what we can do is this can be done in an old property as well. So we do it from a retrofit point of view, and also we can do it from actually being from the point of build, and we can then look at what sort of solutions could be offered and what needs to be done in their property to make sure that it's sustainable for them.
And is this a net zero home operation then?
Yes, so yeah, definitely. So net zero home operation. So from that point of view, again, we can offer them the right tariffs.
Yeah.
Also making sure, for example, everything in the property that they need is going to be working for them. And then, like I said, with the tariffs, time of use tariff can be then incorporated to make sure the solution is actually being used at the right time, but also with regard to the prices for the customer as well, to keep their bills low as possible.
Yeah, not only net zero, but also efficient, which is also a key for sustainability.
100%. So yeah, so the efficiency of the property, like you just said, so it's key for net zero, and also the greener, what we were looking for from the solution that we offer, will it make a difference for the customer, and we're making sure that it does make a difference for them.
Wow.
So what you can now see in here is the different things with like an air source heat pump, thinking about solar. So coming in, so this is the battery storage here, what we have with our customers. So this can be put in a cupboard out of the way, and customers can then monitor obviously what they've used as well and what's coming through and being produced. Obviously all this can then be installed by ourselves here at E.ON with regard to the all the courses that we offer, with the electrician course, and then they will get to a point where they'll be able to install all of this into a customer's property.
That's fantastic. I must say, it's really amazing to see you walking through today, the range of sustainable solutions that you guys are both developing and learning about here at E.ON at this facility. I didn't even know there was such a broad range, and just to do all of these things in a sustainable manner is truly incredible. So it's been a real pleasure to be able to walk around and getting great information from you, to just know what all of these things are.
No, thank you very much, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create a basic awareness, so we have that available to us, a basic awareness course that we can do, but also a technical awareness as well. So we're trying to get it out there in every platform we can to allow people to know what's out there, what's available to them, and what we can do here at E.ON, because all of it's available for staff, obviously customers, and we can all have a look at what we can do from that point of view. And what we also want to do is make sure that obviously all staff are available, they know what's going on, like you just said, what's offered, how it can work for customers, and how it can work in the properties. And then obviously at that point, customers are going to make the choices of what they want from what we offer.
Thank you so much for the tour. I think we've both learnt loads today, haven't we? Very different to what we're both used to, so really interesting.
No, thank you for coming. Thank you for giving me the opportunities to show you around what we offer and obviously what's available to customers and to our staff as well. So I really appreciate you coming around and seeing it. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank
both.
you.